today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now here comes Teddy Bridgewater, first-round pick back in 2014 as he looks to command this Panther offense.
What an audition last year for Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans. Not one that he expected to have happen with the injury to Drew Brees, but he stepped into the breach, and the Saints went 5-0 in his starts, and he showed the rest of the league he was ready to be a starting quarterback again. Now he gets his opportunity with a brand-new head coach, a brand-new organization in Carolina.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And early, how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield? It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Brings up third down.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers... Herbert on first down now. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On third down, Bridgewater. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Panthers 10. Chargers.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
2nd and 6.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 11 carries, 70 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own, and he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Bridgewater. That'll be taken in by Anderson. Anderson loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
After reviewing the play, the running on the field is reversed.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the
that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
They certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Trying to power it in with Arma. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and goal from the 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey is set. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short, pushing through there to make the play defensively. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Play action. It's Herbert. there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to get it up. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But they will stop him before he gets to the marker, and they will take over after the block punt. Well, we say it all the time. Offense, defense, don't forget about special teams. Big punt block there.
And how many coaches have told us if we make a big play on special teams, if we find a way to score, whether it's on the play or later, 90+% of the time we win the game.
Just don't hold them to those numbers.
No, we haven't quantified it yet, but they believe it, and we have seen it happen many, many times in just that manner.
They started on the ground with Eckler. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Eckler. Fighting through, and he's got space. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
11 yards and a Panther first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Open man is Samuel, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown. DJ Moore. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a...
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Herbert. He's caught the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. The Panthers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Bridgewater to throw it. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Bridgewater on first down. The man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Made by Joey Bosa. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Second and 9.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And 11.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And this one is right through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the ball.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his...
First down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
First and 10 at their own 42 yards.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Number 30, Austin Eckler.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low.
His third reception. And Shaq Thompson hitting the pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's caught by Hollister. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jacob Hollister as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Chargers 7.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for second down. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Flexing his muscle at the 30, and he's taken down inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
16-yard
Got
line.
that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Herbert on first down now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back to the air, Herbert on second down. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Herbert back to the air. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he goes out right around the 39. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted out to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping... The Charger drive about to get going. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Herbert. That is caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground.
Herbert's pass.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a gain of 6.
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets.
Oh, my goodness, another interception. this one to the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. After the sack on first down, Bridgewater throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
At their own 27-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
We'll see how they attack them here. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first throw here for the backup, Taylor. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Complete to Jonathan Taylor.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jonathan Taylor with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are able to... first down. This is McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd and 11. From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
10 at the 48.
And I guess, Charles, sometime... When you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And this is going to be incomplete. There's the Panthers punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Complete. It's Henry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. He'll let this go deep for and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Taylor. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. To throw again is Taylor. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Throwing again, it's Taylor. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough.